Why Obsidian feels different after months. Obsidian often feels like just another note taking app at first, but after a few months, everything changes. Notes stop being random, ideas start connecting naturally, and your vault becomes a real second brain. This video explains why Obsidian feels different over time and how to make the most of it. When your vault was very new, for example, I have this vault here. It's a very new vault. It has just a few folders and notes, and then we have some notes here. And you have a first impression of Obsidian with your new vault. So your first impression, and then after long-term use, you have a different impression. So when you start Obsidian, it's just folders and it's just files. The links feel optional. If we go to our graph view, we can see here that there is just this one link over here. You could create like maybe 2, 3 more. And those links just seem optional. You've not really gone into creating a lot of links here. You're not paying attention to that. And it's just folders and a few notes. So because you've just started off, this is a much newer vault, but if you would have a vault which is a little bit used, then it would have more links and more notes and all of that. So still though, it would feel like the links are optional and it would feel like the notes feel disconnected. But after a few months of use, the patterns start to emerge. The ideas, they start linking together naturally. The links get created naturally, and your brain actually starts trusting the vault. It's not something magical or anything, it's just a compounding structure, and that is how it works. So if you look at how Obsidian works, is that Obsidian rewards the simple habit of capturing everything in one place. So you have one vault. If you capture everything in that one vault, it is going to reward you greatly. It is related to the capturing habits. So if you have a habit of capturing all your ideas and everything, then that is going to be very fruitful for you in Obsidian. So at first, it is just a collection that you're just going to keep noting. You're going to create a folder and you're going to have ideas in there and you're just going to keep putting in your ideas there. But what's going to happen over time or over months is that after a few months, your vault will become a map of your thinking. So you're going to see in your graph view and you're going to see in the linking style that this is a whole map of your own thinking. So the links over here that you have with your graph view or that you can click on and then the note opens up is very, very convenient, and adding these links isn't urgent. So this is not something very urgent. You have time to be creating those links, and then over that time, the daily notes will link to the projects. The ideas can link to other notes. You can link them with other projects, and the concepts are going to connect naturally. So this is why your brain starts seeing relationships in ways other apps cannot replicate. Now, moving over to the graph view, what you see here is that the graph view is deceptively simple. At first, it is a messy web, so it could seem messy, it could seem a little disorganized and disconnected, but after months, the clusters are going to appear. There are going to be different clusters, those are going to start appearing, and the topics are going to become visible at a glance. So this visual feedback changes how you organize, how you create, and how you explore ideas. Now, over time, what else happens is that the search and discovery improves as well. So if you go up here, you're just occasionally going to search something. Maybe you will, but you won't actually, because you have a few notes, you won't really use that. But months later, your search is going to be instant because your notes are going to start piling up and you're really going to need to search. So you're going to go up here and you're going to start searching more, and your notes are not going to feel lost anymore. After that time, what's going to happen is you are going to discover any forgotten insights, and your old notes become new content. Obsidian grows smarter as you grow with it. When you search, when you go over your graph view or you search here, any old notes, any forgotten notes, any are going to come back into sight, and your search is going to become a lot better. It's really going to improve over that time, and Obsidian is also going to grow smarter as you grow with it. So now during the time when your vault is new, you need to get into the habit of using your daily notes and you need to remind yourself to use your daily notes. But over time, what's going to happen is that the daily notes used to be optional journaling, but over time, what's going to happen is that the daily notes are going to become your timeline. You can connect your work, you can connect your ideas and reflections. You can make it easy to recall decisions, patterns, and insights, and your vault becomes a living memory. And then you have compounding knowledge. So after time passes, the knowledge becomes something that you really start to see how it maps through, and you get a picture of all of your notes and you see what knowledge you can get from all of these notes, what kind of a system there is, and how everything is interconnected. So every note, every link, every daily entry contributes to a bigger picture, and knowledge compounds, connections multiply, and writing, planning, and thinking become a lot easier. You realize that Obsidian isn't just storage, it is a thinking tool. So, therefore, Obsidian feels different after months because your habits and your links create invisible structure. The vault becomes a second brain you trust and not just a file. Consistency over perfection is what makes the difference. It grows quietly, but the payoff is huge.